No for me.
It is a skill. It is a practice skill. It is a necessary skill.
Ooh, great
The secret to a great blowjob is saliva, saliva, saliva.
It's important for us to learn from this because I think we lose because we beat ourselves.
You need to swallow it too.
I understand the problem here.
The people don't understand esophagus is the main player of the game.
Try to stay away from it as much as I can.
You can start by licking the dip.
I didn't understand it, but
Patrick Agyemang to Bambi or a newborn giraffe or what?
Welcome to Straight Red Card. Brett, did you know the esophagus was the main player in the game?
Yes.
Okay. Just checking. Do you know that from personal experience or just... Yeah, you got to be careful how you answer that. You're like,
Yeah. Like, well, what? How do you? Because I've experienced it. Well, how did you experience it now?
Yeah, I won't let you have to get into that. I do have to say, speaking of sexual activity, hey, were you ever a fan of the Strokes in the early 2000s? No?
I'm assuming you're referring to the band, yes.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I mean,
first album was brilliant. Second album was pretty good too. I mean, both those albums in 2000s were pretty damn good. That along with
necessarily that fell into my genre of music, and I was basically just more of a in the car type of music person rather than an actual like. Got to make sure I hit the Karma Records on Wednesdays to get CD release day.
Dude, they were really popular. I'm surprised you missed it. They were even on the radio, mainstream radio, on occasion.
I've probably heard a number of their songs. I couldn't tell you them off the top of my head. I know the name at least. That's all that matters.
Yeah, really good band. That and Interpol. I think the early 2000s had some really great indie rock bands that made it, like made serious dough too, and sold out big arena, not big arenas, but pretty big, like the Marat size ones, right?
Yeah.
We've been in the Marat theater about that size. Yeah, yeah. What's that like? Hold 8,000, 10,000?
Somewhere around that range, depending on how you
guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to many. I saw the Pixies there. I've seen Sonic Youth there, I believe. I'm just trying to remember. But smaller theaters for like Built to Spill played in what's that big theater in Broad Ripple? Not a big theater, the famous one.
The Vogue?
The Vogue. Of course, I've played there myself at least 20 times. The Vogue. I've got posters up of us playing the Vogue. Vogue, I love.
It would have been cool to see live. I think the only thing I really saw live there was Hairbangers Ball.
Yeah.
It was just that was sort of like they're in town. You want to go? Sure. Okay.
Good sound in there. Good sound in there. But yeah, I just got on this thing. I went back down some old rabbit holes and been listening to a lot of Interpol and the Strokes lately. It just kicking me down memory lane. The problem is I can't get some of the songs out of my head. So I got a Strokes song in my head that I've had in my head for, and I don't even remember the name of the damn song. That's probably been all week of fall break. Da, 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 ba, 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 da, ba, da, ba, 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 da. And I can't do it that way. I can't do it that. I don't even know the lyrics, but that's how the song goes. Somebody's gonna know. Anyhow, great song. I think that was off of the second album. Good stuff. Anyhow, just throwing it out there. We do have things to get to tonight, so I won't bore you too long with that. What else you got?
Oh, I got just some fluff.
Okay.
To pull up. I don't have anything to really bring up prior fluff.
Well, we don't always have life stories. By the way, I'm drinking a normal Taxman tonight. Like they're out of my favorites. So I had to go back to the standard, which I'm about to show you here.
Deduction?
The standard deduction, Belgian style double ale. I'm sad to report that it only has 7.2. Alcohol.
Might as well drink 3 of those bad boys.
I know. Look at that. That's the can. Anyhow, it's local good stuff. I'm going to support them as long as they keep milking the Belgian ale market.
We need to go through. We need to like clip out every time you bring them up, and then send it to them.
Yeah, like
hey, we'd love to bring you up a lot more during the show.
Free beer on all the specialties, but they make some weird shit too that I don't like. I don't like the one coffee Belgian ale, coffee flavored.
I'm not a huge Java type of
guy
when it comes to the beers.
It's too much.
Whatever, I'll drink it, I guess, if it's there.
They do some other bourbon aged barrel ones that are longer aged in and it just tastes like straight up bourbon. I mean, the Sparge one, bourbon. I want to drink a beer that tastes like a beer, not just like I'm drinking bourbon.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is. All right. Yes, Kevin Brenner, fan of Interpol. Great band. Very good. If you haven't checked out Interpol, just look up Interpol on YouTube. Mm-hmm. You will find many of their stuff from the early 2000s. It's all out there. Definitely worth a listen. And I like the fact that it seems to be picking up steam again. Like younger kids are finding these bands like the Yeah Yeahs and Interpol. And I don't know. It's good. Good to see. They're not dying off. Wish they'd find my band, but hey, only so much I can wish for. But there's a chance the more they find those, they might explore deeper and find me. Well, being selfish here. Mm-hmm. All right. John says I'm not a hipster. I guess I was, but we did not call ourselves hipsters. So we call ourselves indie rockers because we hated all the other labels. Alt rock, no. Alternative music, no. It's independent music. All right. Go ahead, Brett. Sorry.
Sure. No, it's fine. So yeah, Derek, we have a difference of ways to solve life's boredom. Me, I'll jump on and play a video game, or have to take a kid to soccer practice or something like that. You'll whip it out and and throw some darts at the same time.
Throw some darts while I'm pleasing myself. Yeah, sure.
You just have a giant mug of darts. You're just throwing. Like your goal is to finish before you run out of darts. Well, that took a weird turn. So,
all right,
everybody's got their own shtick to solve boredom. Boredom comes down.
I don't have any boredom issues. I wish I did. I have no time to jam in all the research, soccer watching, and sports watching. This weekend, I watched 7 soccer games, F1 qualifying and the race, the Colts game, and IU football. Like, that's just not a lot of time. And then I cooked my parents' dinner on Saturday. Got home Sunday. I just needed a nap. All right. But I couldn't because I had to watch the big game, the Colts game, while you were watching Chicago.
Yeah.
Yep. I had no dog in that fight, so I was going to watch the Colts first. So there you go.
We'll get to that later, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here's I don't know what his name is. We don't hear about his name, but we know who he talks to.
Huh.
So here you go.
I'm so bored, I just sent a bunch of flowers to my neighbour Steve with a note that reads, I still miss you. Love, Laura. Kiss, kiss, kiss. I guess his wife just found them. Sorry, Steve. I was bored.
Sorry, Steve.
Yeah, that's not a cool thing to do. I could do that to you. You couldn't do it to me anymore. So
no,
I won't do it to you. I won't do that to you.
I'd like to think that nobody's that bored that they would do that. My hope is that he heard his neighbors yelling and bitching at each other, so he whipped out the camera and made a funny video.
I don't think he really did that. Yeah, I don't think he really did it.
Sorry, he's like, sorry, Steve.
It sounded like a looped angry woman screaming. I couldn't hear what she was saying, but it sounded looped.
Still funny.
Still funny. Good point. Yes. All right.
All right, Derek. We had the video last show where you got bamboozled from the new AI. So we're going to start a segment this week, and it might be a one segment, one show type of segment. But
one show segment.
Is this AI?
Mm.
You can't see it yet. I have to share it first.
Nope.
That wasn't it. That was not AI, by the way. This is the cheese chase. The cheese race.
Very small.
Look at the bomb. This is absolute madness.
Can you make it bigger? She said.
This is the short. Shorts don't get any bigger.
Yeah. It's harder for me to detect AI. It does seem odd that he can slide on his belly so swiftly down the mountain.
Yeah.
With his arms
right there.
Yeah, it seems a little weird.
Okay.
Seems a little suspect.
Yeah. Well, I think what's suspect is that everybody ran down that hill perfectly fine, except for the big fatty. And I think the big fatty, if this was a play, he knew that he could just slide in his belly and get down first to get the wheel of cheese.
And that doesn't seem right because he's a big fatty and there'd be a lot of what they call friction in science terms.
You'd see a trail behind him afterwards. I mean, there'd be like the divot on the grass line.
Unless his one section was Vaseline the whole way down the hill. So, even then, that's still some friction.
So, Derek, you'll be happy to know that your eyes can see it now. That was, in fact, AI.
Good.
However, the cheese race is not AI.
No, I know that's a real thing. It is.
So here's the cheese race.
This guy broke his rib just to win a wheel of cheese.
Jeez.
The world's most dangerous race, the cheese roll of death, takes place on a terrifyingly steep hill where a flying wheel of cheese sends dozens of racers tumbling like wild maniacs. At first, everything looks calm, but the moment the cheese drops, chaos explodes. Bodies crash, bones crack, and this guy goes down hard, like a ragdoll thrown by fate. Then, just when everyone thinks he's out, he gets back up. The crowd loses it, against all odds.
It's almost all the way down there.
Despite the pain and broken rib, he crosses the finish
line
first, limping, laughing, and
he won the wheel of cheese, Derek. You get some of that.
Is that all you get for that?
That's what you get for that, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of whack.
You just, run down the hill as fast as possible. First one to get to the bottom gets that wheel of cheese.
I mean, I guess if I were younger, I still wouldn't do it, but I know a lot of frat guys that would.
There's no chance in hell I'd fucking do that. There's no amount of booze.
Nope, wouldn't do it.
Nope, I would break every bone in my spine.
I wouldn't want to risk it. Too much to break there.
I think he's got a bone protruding through his chest right here.
That's a weird ass bone, but yeah.
It's like an alien about to pop right out. Like, got the cheese.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Good luck. Good for him.
Stupid things.
Yep.
That, quite frankly, only white males would do.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's what it looked like. But it is Wisconsin.
Yeah.
So there you go.
It's dumb, but whatever.
Yep.
It's illegal in 10 countries, according to the handle. Okay. I doubt it's illegal. I'm sure nobody else knows it's a thing.
I could just like to know what countries those are. But anyhow.
Yeah. which countries have specifically banned
chasing a wheel of cheese down a hill? Yeah.
I imagine Germany probably has something like that too, right?
No, I don't think so. But they do. Oh, I don't know what they do anymore.
Do cannonballs into barrels of hot melted cheese?
They used to do the beer drinking stuff. I'm sure they still do that. By the way, Cincinnati up on Columbus 1-0. 1-0 here live, 78 minutes into the game. Some good stuff going on here in this game. It's been very active. I'll say that. Ketchup isn't available. What are you putting on this? What is that? Fried chicken? Who puts fucking ketchup on fried fucking chicken?
So initially looking at this, I thought these were chicken strips.
They're chicken wings.
They're chicken wings, yes.
You don't put ketchup on chicken wings?
I think this guy fucked up too. I don't think he knows those are chicken wings. Because again, I heard ketchup. I looked down. I'm like, oh, those are chicken strips. But then the more I looked at it, I'm like, wait, no, those are fucking wings.
No, they're wings. This guy's not. Listen, don't post stuff when you have. Like, maybe he knows that putting ketchup on this is offensive to begin with.
Maybe he's going. He's got the blue check. Maybe he's going for the clicks.
Yeah, I think that's the clicks. Because the only thing that's going on these is like blue cheese, maybe a barbecue dip of some sort, or ranch, or
with this fried and battered. I mean, it'd be like a ranch. You go barbecue, especially barbecue. My big one. Hot sauce would be good.
Hot sauce. You may not need anything if it's really good fried chicken.
That's true too, and I also mentioned that.
Yep.
But So, are you familiar that kids? A staple for like chicken nuggets and chicken strips for kids would be ketchup.
Shouldn't be. That should be illegal in all 50 states.
I've never been a fan of ketchup personally.
I like it on hot dogs.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Burgers.
Sure. I don't eat it on burgers. Unless it's like a fast food burger, then you kind of have to add something there. But I make the burger myself. No way I'm putting ketchup on it. I don't need to.
No, you don't. Little mayo, maybe, but that's about it. Dick's mayo, specifically. Mayo, yeah. By the way, that Chick-fil-A sauce, that would work too. I'd even say allow that. That Chick-fil-A sauce is good.
Yeah.
The ones you can find in the white bottles.
I mean, just by the tagline alone, Frank's hot sauce, you put that shit on everything. So
yeah, you can put hot sauce on this for sure. But I'd like to dip it in the hot sauce, then the ranch, then eat it. Like I said, if this is actually really good fried chicken, it doesn't need anything.
Just put the hot sauce in the mayo, not the mayo, but the ranch.
Make mix them together. Well, I have this other hot sauce that's habaneros, and it's really hot. So I just put a drop in the ranch. That's all it needs. It's fire.
I generally don't eat wings this breaded. I don't eat fried wings when they're breaded like this. I usually have just regular, like wings that are fried, but they're not battered so much.
Yeah, this looks like they're specifically fried chicken wings.
Yeah.
But you're right. You really don't need to batter wings if you fry them because they're going to skin outside is going to get nice and crispy anyhow.
Yep.
You just need to season them out at the very end of the cooking process. You toss them in a bowl with some seasoning. Boom, you're ready to go.
I almost go with make a jalapeno honey barbecue sauce.
You could do that too. Yep.
Those two, the two Tupperware dishes or whatever you want to use.
Yeah.
And then you put the wings in there. Shake.
I always make like 3 different types.
Sure.
You know,
yeah.
Like one honey barbecue and spicy, one just the classic buffalo wing sauce, and the other one like a Parmesan garlic and butter. Just roll them around in that when they're still really hot.
So jumping back to the main point of this, when ketchup's not available, I could understand if he assumed again this were like chicken strips, because again that's a thing. Ketchup with chicken strips. I wouldn't do it personally, but there's this whole trend, and I'm kind of leaning into where you were saying that he's doing it for the clicks now, because there's this whole trend. The past couple shows we pulled up, hey, who puts ketchup on their steak? I'm like, nobody puts ketchup on their steak. And then I find out people put ketchup on their fucking steak.
It's fucking illegal. Should be illegal.
What's wrong with people?
Right. Yep. Best wings in Indiana, my own. I have learned my lesson. Do not go to wing places. I mean, Buffalo Louie's in Bloomington used to do a pretty good job on getting their wings nice.
Was Buffalo Louie's the place you give in that giant styrofoam tin?
Yeah,
there used to be one like on 17th and Jackson.
They moved to Indiana Indiana and Broad Ripple.
Those are fucking phenomenal, and you got a shit ton of them too.
Yes, so I haven't had them for years. I know the owners personally, known for years. They're great people.
I like Ale Emporium wings. I like Chat and Tap wings.
Okay, those are acceptable too. I haven't had Ale Emporium wings for 20 years, but I used to. Again, my best friend when I was in high school owned at the Ale Emporium, so I ate there often. Yeah. So, all right, and that's in Indianapolis. They're still here, literally 100 yards down the road from me.
Eldon says Buffalo is disappointed last month. What happened? Used to be fired 10 years ago.
Ooh, hope they're not going downhill.
Change of management.
Was it another change of management? They could have sold that. I haven't been to Bloomington for 3 years. Well, that's not true. I went there for the October shows. But it is what it is.
John says salt and pepper on steak. That's it. Maybe some garlic, salt,
garlic,
salt, whatever powder. Whatever.
Just garlic powder, yeah. Yep.
Crest 11 Football says Matt Pinner posting zesty shit on X. LOL.
Yeah. I don't know Matt Pinner from a hole in the wall. I don't know where he's from. Does it say where he's from? England?
No, it doesn't say shit.
All right.
Eek.
No idea. All right, let's move on. We got to get to soccer soon.
Yeah, we do.
Franz Ferdinand had a few good songs that I like, Kevin. All right.
Get rid of that. Yeah, let's get into soccer. Let's talk about some soccer here.
Yeah, let's do some soccer. Right now, game is 84th minute, Cincinnati versus Columbus. All right.
Don't fucking draw, Columbus. Jeez.
Don't draw. You have to go fucking penalty kicks.
Penalty kicks, swear to God.
And you'll lose.
All right, whatever. We'll do that later, guys. U.S. forward, Juan Agudelo, announced his retirement from professional soccer at 32.
Early. He's only 32. Probably had another few good years, but,
a few good years where?
Yeah, no.
Legion,
for most people who were very quality players, you'd still have a few good years left in you at 32. I think maybe 2 at the least. And he never really played at Stoke City. You can put that on there, but he never really played for them. FC Utrecht, Inter Miami, Minnesota United FC, Birmingham. It's all been kind of downhill towards the USL for a while. So
who's it? Inter Miami?
Didn't
realize that.
CF.
Oh.
That's before they were in MLS, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe not. They were called Inter Miami at that point. That was just Miami FC in that area.
Who knows? I don't know. He didn't play much if he did.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
cheers to you, Juan Agudelo. You were part of the Breck Shea.
Not truly storied career, but
he was
notable.
What's notable is that whole generation of Breck Shea, him, and a bunch of others that should have been the main part of that 2018 team that didn't qualify for the World Cup, right?
Yeah.
Yep. They weren't there. We had a bunch of youngsters, and we had a bunch of really old men. But nobody in the 26, 25, well, some people were, but not enough in that age group. So it is. Herc, by the way, I couldn't work anything out with Herc, but we had some good conversations. Just couldn't, I'm not doing a show at 10 a.m. in the morning. There's no way. I'm being an idiot at 10 a.m.
Would have to be a Saturday or Sunday for you, or during a break, maybe.
Yeah, and then we just couldn't get dates to work. Every time I sent him one, I'm like, can we? No, can we? I could do it at 10. I'm like 10 a.m. No, my brain it doesn't start working until, especially if I'm off. I'm not getting up till 10 a.m. You know what I mean? And I was off on vacation, so. I've defended Vinny Jr. many times, but this behavior is unacceptable. It's disrespects both the manager and the teammate who's coming on. Oh, I totally agree. He had a brilliant first half, but now the conversation will focus on his attitude instead of his performance. Yeah, it was totally embarrassing. Totally embarrassing. See, this guy comes off, no problem. He said, always
me. Have to pause because this is also.
Yes, we'll get in trouble for this.
I'm going to just kind of do our normal thing. Ugh. No, man, fuck that.
I just think there are players.
72nd minute. Guys are up.
By the way, Alex, he doesn't want out. When he said he was leaving, he said, I'm leaving the pitch and I'm going into the locker room. That's what he meant by that. And by the way, you have Rodrigo coming on. It's not like you're being taken off for some, monkey, some scrub, some little shit turd. It's a really good player. I think he's just a little emotionally undeveloped. he still acts like he's 12. Yeah, and you can't do that. You're a great player. Just let your playing speak for itself and let the coach do the coaching. Obviously, he's a good manager. We saw what he could do. Just go along for the ride. There's no need to take this personally by Javi. It's not personal.
You do 72 minutes, and if the manager pulls you out and you don't agree with it, just go sit down. If the game ends up coming
Talk
to
to him later.
Draw, or they lose, then it's not on you, dude. It's on the manager. Manager made the decision. Just suck it up, Buttercup. You starting for Real Madrid. Get over it.
And so I would just say some of the criticism leveled at you is legit. It has nothing to do with the people criticizing you. Some of them are probably racist because we're talking about Spain. But I think mostly, like when you see this, it's kind of like, that's just not something you should do as a star player who's obviously a star player. So, I mean,
it does give ammo to that group you're referring to there.
It gives ammo to the group, but also it gives ammo to people who aren't part of that group who do think, as people are saying, that you're a little bit of a crybaby. Don't be a crybaby. So, yeah.
I'm thinking he kind of was as he was coming off the pitch. He might have been.
I mean, he was definitely crying in the sense that he was pissed and over emotional about being taken off of a game. And I get it. It's the big one. It's Barca versus Real Madrid, but there's just no real reason
to do that. 19 minutes left. I mean, if anything, you want to bring in some fresh legs, and you got to be understanding of that.
Right. I mean, you can be the star player on the team, but you got to be a team player too. So if you're mad at the manager for taking you off, you just come off quietly, sit your ass down, and then you'll be able to talk to him later. If you got a problem with being pulled off, just say, hey, Coach, I really wish you didn't pull me off. I wish you didn't.
It's like one of those games like you have an option to do one of two things, and you got to push the button. It's like press X for this, press Y for that. And he had the choice of either, stamping his feet and, crying as he walks off the pitch to waste time, or, he could have been, looking for the fans. Hey, good work, and walk slowly off the pitch, high five as a walk off, and still waste time. But
well, we criticized Matthew Hoppe when he did it with Greg Berhalter. There's just no point in doing that. There's just no point in being the guy that's bitching when you're getting pulled off. So
we agree. We definitely did call him out for that too. But man, Hoppe was the best player on the pitch. And Greg called him out, and I'm like, at the time we were like, he's bringing Hoppe out now?
No, I disagree with him pulling Hoppe off.
Yeah,
but at the same time, if you're the player, you don't come at Greg like he did and say, I'm the best fucking player on the pitch. And Greg replied, we've all done the lip syncing on this. Sit down and shut the fuck up. Yes. Shut the fuck up and sit down. That's what he said right on back to him. I love that lip syncing thing we did back then. All right. What else we got?
Kevin says, I've seen Dest get visually pissed. Yeah.
Well, he's kind of a child too sometimes.
During a Nations League game.
Yep. I mean, it's the same guy who booted the ball away and got us a red card.
Kept talking, and then done.
It's called social and emotional maturity. Some people lack it. They lack it. I mean, I could be a loudmouth on the show, but if I'm on a team, soccer team,
Yeah. And there was that too, man, just recently. What game was that for?
Barcelona.
Was it against Barcelona?
Yep. The big one this weekend. It's kind of funny. We're flipping through the channels with my dad on Saturday. I'm like, he's like, yeah, we got a couple games on. We got this, I can't even remember, is it Man City versus whomever?
Oh, sorry. I'm not talking about the game we just were on. I'm talking about the one that Dest showed up late to just recently. And he started on the bench.
Oh, yeah.
That was against Napoli, wasn't it?
Was it Dest who showed up late?
Yeah.
Thought it was somebody else that just showed up late. No, I know Tillman's had that problem before.
Sure.
Was it Musa? I can't remember.
Dest just did it.
Okay. Either way, it was funny with my dad because It was Barcelona versus Madrid. And here's how much of an EPL file my dad is, an English Premier League guy. He's like, nah, I know that's a big game. I'd rather watch the EPL game. That's like, but Dad, that's like the biggest game on the planet right now. Now, rather watch Man City. Okay, fine.
Says, how do you show up late for a night game?
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
It's not like your alarm didn't go off and whatever, you know.
Better be a car crash. That's all I'm saying. Or a flat tire or a car crash
that went wrong.
Highway jam. You got to have something good going on there. Not that, oh, I forgot about the game. Yep. All right. Nobody pays $1.4 million if they suck. Well, that's true. Christian Rolland does not suck. We set that on this show. He doesn't suck.
1.4 million is still excessive for him, but sure.
It is a lot of money for him. Seattle obviously values him. He's been very, very good for Seattle. Is he U.S. men's national team player starting 11 quality? I would suggest he is not, but some people would disagree. But if he is starting in the World Cup, we're in a world of hurt. That's all I'm saying. That he should not be starting in a World Cup at either of those CM positions. If they want to bring him, fine, bring him. But if he's starting, we're in trouble. That's all I'm saying. We're in trouble. All right. But he's not a shitty player.
Unless he can just continue that trend of decent, okay performances.
Listen, he just played a great game.
He's had a good resurgence. Yeah, exactly. It's that's
hard to take a big poop on him, but you know.
Yep.
But you know, his track record before that really great game isn't great.
But as we mentioned after that game, that window, you can't at this point you can't take the track record into the equation when talking about. Now you can say, well, here's his history. Okay, that's great, but when was the last time he played for the U.S. men's national team?
Not a long time.
The World Cup, 2022 World Cup.
And frankly, he's playing better than he's ever played before, at least for Seattle. And it paid off for one game for us. So let's just embrace it and say, hey, rolled on, great game. But, I mean, he might make the World Cup team, but I don't think he should start any World Cup games. Unless there's so many injuries, like a whole bunch of them. Right? So,
yeah. Well,
but I don't even.
We have better quality of center midfielders, but whether or not they show up to play that match is up for debate.
Did Eric really need to come to Christian's defense here? I think
there's a lot of drama that got pushed around, especially during X. So my guess is it's a hot topic when we start talking about this.
I guess. I don't know. I think were there unfair people who are still like pooping all over him? Sure. But he played a good game, so give him credit for it. And let's just pray he doesn't start in the World Cup. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Tony brings up a point that I couldn't find the tweet for it, but yeah, there is no Camp Cupcake coming up in December, January area. So the MLSers who may have been banking on that as a chance to shine before the World Cup won't get that opportunity.
Right.
So.
But by the way, yes, Cincinnati wins. All right. What else you got? I haven't talked to Eric for a little while, so
let's finish this quote, I guess. We just can't say one thing.
There's a bunch of hate out there. First, let's start with this. Nobody pays anybody $1.4 million if they suck at what they do. Christian Roldan is making that much playing a soccer as a professional because he's not just a bad player. He just isn't. No, he's not a bad player. Before the game versus Australia, I was reading all the hate. It really was his opportunity. I have to say, very seldom have we seen somebody grab their opportunity the way he did. 2 assists on the day, not the best of games. It was a chippy and dirty game. Australia chose some crappy tactics, and Christian Pulisic ended up getting injured. It was a dirty play that resulted in him stretching and trying to make a pass. It probably should have been a yellow card, and that guy should have gotten a red. No, I'm not going to say your name out loud because I think you're an asshole. I didn't like the way you played. However, Christian Roldan had a good game. At the end of the day, he's going to make the U.S. men's national team roster. I don't think there's any guarantee of that, just listening to Poach. Poach said it. He said, I'm not saying he's going to make the final team, but he is every man's player. He's good at all things. He's not great at any one thing, but he's good at all things because he's a good guy and a really good human being. Nobody's doubting that Christian Roldan is a really nice guy and a good guy. I don't. When it comes to the World Cup, though, I don't care about that. I'm not interested in nice guys. I want killers on my team. Yes, I want glue. That too. That's important. That may not matter to you as much as you think, but it actually does. It matters a lot to the locker room. Oh, I still want glue guys, but we got enough guys that can be glue guys and be big contributors in the World Cup. Maybe we don't. Maybe
bring
we
like
don't.
Came to U.S. men's national team, just bring like an entourage. Guys who are like 5 guys, they just sit in the locker room and they're like, come on, man, you got this. Come on, do it this way.
Be better if they had some former U.S. men's national team guys that played on the team in the coaching staff, like a Clint Dempsey or people with actual Jermaine Jones with actual qualifications and and knowledge of what it takes to succeed in a World Cup. That would be
so
cool.
The unfortunate aspect for him, in his standpoint, at least from his perspective, is come November, will Poach call Roldan up if Seattle's still in the playoff hunt? Or will he not get another potential call up until like whatever it is, like February or March next year?
Yeah.
Because then you have whoever comes in November. If they shine in the midfield, then all of a sudden it's recency bias for a lot of coaches.
Well, number one, you're really only playing 2 center midfielders in the setup of the 3-4-2-1 because you're playing 2 wingbacks. So I don't really know how many center midfielders you need. Maybe 6, 5. Either way, it's going to be slim pickings. So now you're in a battle against McKennie, Adams, Cardoso, which a lot of people are writing off right now, but there's time. Tessman. I mean, another great game this weekend for Maiden Morris.
Yeah, I mean, you had the opportunity to shine over Roldan and didn't in that last window. So,
yep.
I mean, that's what's going to matter more than how Aiden's playing at Burrow. So,
yep.
I think.
Yep.
I honestly think I don't think Aiden's going to be included moving forward. Quite frankly.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see in November, right? All right. That's it.
That's a great point. November could be still an opportunity for him, I guess, because we will. So
yeah, I mean, the way Tessman's playing, I don't see how you can leave him out. The way he's playing with Leon right now. East says East Deflection says I'm fairly critical of MLS, but I do like their switch to American style playoffs, best enough series, rather than using the aggregate model, which I was never a huge fan of the aggregate model either. A team can theoretically win a game 10-0 in game 1 and then fail to advance versus a team that doesn't score regulation at all. Isn't there a middle ground here, Brett, to solve this problem?
I know about this because
it affected Chicago. Yeah.
So here's my beef, and I know Chicago hasn't made the playoffs in almost a decade, so maybe I'm not really going to follow many other teams during the playoffs hunt. I'm like, whatever, So at that point, this hit me like a ton of bricks, just like a sack of bricks, poof, when it happened. Because Berhalter came out and was playing incredibly conservatively.
Right.
Incredibly conservatively. And we're playing, top team, number 1 seed.
Yeah.
But we just sort of weathered the storm until they scored, and then we came back and whatever. We ended up getting a late tie, and I was like, oh yes. Now all we have to do is go into Chicago, get a win, and we're in. We don't have to worry about the stupid game 3 thing. And then all of a sudden I went to PKs, and I was like, what the fuck just happened? So we went to PKs to guarantee a win or winner. And I understand this encourages teams to go at it, to go for the win and not to do what I was saying that Berhalter was doing.
Yeah.
Hold off for the draw, go home and compete for the win there.
Yeah. The
But
solution.
I don't know if Berhalter understood that rule because he certainly didn't play like that.
It seemed like he should have.
Sure, he knew it, but still.
I'll let you answer the Spider's Latin question in a second, but I want to present a solution. Let's say, since it's a home series with the team with the higher seed getting 2 home games and the lower seed getting 1 game.
Well, it's potentially right now, but you're saying guaranteed is what you're going to do.
Just play all 3 games.
Yeah.
And then you get 3 points for a win and 1 point for a tie. No PKs unless after 3 games they're tied in points and you have to do the PK. Otherwise, in this scenario, Chicago or each team would get a point. They go play the next game, and the winner would get 3 points. So now it's 4-1. So in order to tie the game, the next team has to win the next game to make it 4 points all. And that's when you go to PKs, right? So it should be a point for a tie and 3 points for a win. You add up the points after 3 games. If it's still tied, then you go to PKs, but I doubt it will be, Or the only other options, if you've already lost the first 2 games, right? That's 6-0. There's no way for the team to win. Then the series is over after 2 games, right? So a series could still end after 2 games, after 2 losses by one team or the other. But if you use a point system, then there's a possibility of a 3rd game that matters where one team has to win. Boy, that's exciting because they know they have to win. So they're going to be going at your ass. So I don't know. That's the way to fix it in my book. And then you don't have to.
Yeah, I just don't know. I mean, to use the aggregate as an example, though, here, like if a team wins 10-0 in 1 game, I mean, that's got to sting something hardcore. If the next game you lose 1-0 and then lose the 3rd game 1-0,
you had a bad day, I guess.
Motherfuckers, I just scored 10 fucking goals.
Happens in baseball all the time.
Yeah.
So the question being,
Spider wanted to know why Brian wasn't starting. Towards the end of the season, it seemed like Berhalter was kind of utilizing Brian as a super sub more so than anything. He had his lineup, and Brian would come in later in the match, do his thing, and occasionally start here or there. But I mean, he started like the first 3 quarters of the season. But then, like I said, towards the end of the season, Brian was getting more bench time than anything. But he did have a fucking stellar game against Orlando. So you would have imagined that if Berhalter knew that, draws don't mean shit, that maybe you put your best offensive option in there since, Ziegernagel went out with his injury before the game, just before the game.
Seems weird to me. Kevin asks, do you honestly follow Chicago, or is this a joke?
No, I've been a Chicago fan since 98.
There you go. 98 people.
98.
It's a long time. All right, let's get out of MLS.
No, we're not getting out of MLS. You kidding me? We got MLS talks. You send me all these things, Derek.
Oh, tonight San Diego are playing their first ever playoff game, founded in 2023. This is their best, blah, blah, blah. But Landon Donovan feels that MLS overstepped in San Diego when they destroyed the Loyal. This is a question he was asked recently. You can keep scrolling down. He was the founder, of course, the San Diego Loyal in 2019, but the Loyal ended following months after San Diego SC were announced because the main investor in the Loyal backed out. And
this will be the same thing that'll happen to Indy 11 in the end.
Yes, it's going to happen to Indy 11.
Unless USL really put forth the promotion relegation and bring something new to the table.
Yeah.
So I mean, the Indy 11 might fizzle away the way the Loyal did, because if some billionaire, which we know, comes in and backs an MLS side to Indianapolis, there's no way Indy 11 can compete.
Well, we already knew who they are.
Yeah, I know. That's what we said.
So it's going to happen. How do I feel about it? It was frustrating, said Donovan. It's like the analogy I use. If you're own like a mom and pop coffee shop that's really successful and Starbucks moves in across the street, it's hard to keep your business going. Selfishly, I would have loved if the Loyal could have stayed afloat, had its own market and fan base, but I also understand our owner wanting to pull the plug because it was just going to be an uphill battle. Absolutely.
Well, again, you have a loyal fan base, which in the end, when San Diego FC came into the picture, might have only consisted of about 2,000 fans at most. You would have been halved. You would have been kneecapped, and only the truly supportive would have been there.
All the mom and pops.
Kind of like like in the 11.
Soccer
Again,
moms.
using as an example. If a team came, you have all the fair. Not we don't use fair weather as an example here, but you have a lot of people who are there to watch professional soccer. And if there's a higher level professional soccer in Indiana, most of the people are going to flock to that. And you'd have like BYB and a handful of others who might stick around for a season or 2 or 3 before it eventually just starts fizzling away.
Yep.
Because you can't grow.
You can't grow. All right. Scroll down. Is there more? You guys know how I feel about MLS. I love it. It's done so much for me, and I understand from Don Garber's standpoint, but the way it was handled was poor from the San Diego FC people. Well, not just them. I mean, you're really giving Garber a pass here. He approved them. He didn't involve you in those negotiations. He didn't involve the owner of the Loyal in part of the negotiations. Say, hey, let's keep the brand. You guys get the team. Maybe the owner of the Loyal gets to buy in a percentage. Maybe you stay part and involved with the team. But no, none of that happened. I mean, Garber had opportunity to do that. They could have done a better job incorporating many of us who have tried to build the soccer in San Diego, but that's beyond our control. It is. But you're giving Garber a pass because you're still sucking the MLS teat, frankly. Still happy for the city. It's been great for our city, but I miss Loyal and I wish they're still around. All right. Well, he didn't say much, really. He's not really that upset. Because if he were really upset, he would not be playing these political games with his statements. And that's exactly what he's doing. He is still hoping he will be incorporated into some other MLS project going forward. And he doesn't want to ruin the relationship with Garber, even though Garber was part and parcel of what absolutely ended the Loyal. So it is what it is.
I think he is butthurt about it, quite frankly, and I think he's just hiding behind the political game because he does see opportunities moving forward, and he doesn't want to burn those bridges, like you said. But I'm sure he was completely rubbed the wrong way with it.
He was rubbed the wrong way, and he probably was butthurt at one point. I think he's just over it, and the better senses of him led to this more recent quote. Like he's like, I got to move past this. I can't linger. And I certainly can't shit on Garber for this. So there's too much potential in the
tree route. He's doing the podcast. I mean, I'm not sure.
Is he shitting on MLS in his punditry? No. He's been a huge supporter of MLS in his punditry.
That's not my point, though. My point is you're like, maybe you'll be a part of some other MLS project. Aside from doing punditry of MLS or doing coverage of the MLS, I don't think he's going to be brought in for any form of minor ownership of another team or anything like that. He's not going to get the David Beckham treatment.
No, I don't know what his hopes are, but he obviously still has some. Otherwise, he wouldn't be. His butthurtness would show more here, and he's totally being political about it and just blaming it on the team and not Garber. And Garber was one of the reasons why this happened.
I think MLS is his ex-girlfriend. They ruined his relationship with his new girlfriend, but he still likes his ex-girlfriend.
Oh, yeah, because he's saying
he's hoping to get back together with her.
Pulisic should come play in MLS. Did you not know that?
Yeah, well, I mean, insert random U.S. men's national team player should do this, according to him.
Exactly.
Not just
so. You're right. So he's still on the MLS. Maybe at some point he'll realize that MLS doesn't want anything to do with him outside the fact that his name is on one of the trophies that they give out at the end of the year. And he'll just be like, well, fuck this shit. You know, I don't feel like I'm being included in anything. So fuck them. I'm moving on. And guess what happens when you do that? You get the Eric Winalda treatment. So good luck with that. Okay.
I just don't think he wants to burn bridges like you're saying. So,
yep. Kevin Brenner says, Derek, I think you need a pee break because I need one too. My bladder's not that small. It's going to take a little more time than that. Yeah. It's a little more sensitive, but still quite large.
Sports Business Journal says U.S. soccer generated $263 million. Let's just round that up to $264 million in revenue during the 2025 fiscal year, according to its annual financial report. That figure marks a 37% increase from its haul in 2024, and its highest total since 2017 fiscal year.
Yeah, I mean, they taken a load, obviously, from several tournaments. No. I don't know how they made that much money. That's kind of crazy, actually. Think about it.
Yeah. I mean, with the Club World Cup here, did we get anything from that? Any kickbacks?
I don't think so. Maybe. I mean, we might have.
I think so. I don't know. Let's see. What else? Well, I mean, there's a women's game every second week, it seems like. And they
they just lost to Portugal too, pathetically.
Didn't they just? But they played Portugal again though.
Yeah,
yesterday.
They beat.
Did they lose that match too? Okay,
I don't know if they. I think they won that one, but they lost.
They were up 2-1.
The Apple TV contract, as Kevin points out, it's got to be included in here somewhere.
Is U.S. Soccer still getting kickbacks from MLS?
I don't know. It's a good question. I need to see. It's a nonprofit, so eventually they're going to have to print this shit, and we're going to get to see where the money came from. So that's by law. By law, they got to tell us where the money's coming from at some point.
Yeah. Well, we had Gold Cup, massive moneymaker that is. I'm sure it makes them a pretty penny, but still.
Yeah, hard to say. We'll have to look into it more.
Yeah. Now they can finish paying off Berhalter and they can pay off Poach and move on after the 2026 World Cup.
2025 fiscal year, I guess, is over. So that report should come out, you would think, in the next 3 months based on how nonprofits work. We'll see.
Okay. So Saudi Arabia is already looking towards the 2034 World Cup, and they're posting pictures of what they're wanting to do.
It will suspend 1,150 feet above ground, making it closer to the sun, and it's expected to open. Ugh! Oh, God. You're going to have to take a fucking massive elevator to get up there. Oh, my God. No, I don't want to play in that.
I'm just sitting there going like, that is a lot of weight to throw on top of a building.
No fucking shit.
And not only the amount of concrete and steel that's got to go into building the stadium on top of the fucking skyscraper, but then you added all the people and all the other things that go into it, and it's just like, man, I mean,
and the way it juts out
I don't know how to work out.
The way it juts out on the other side makes it look like brutalist architecture, like it can't sustain itself or hold itself up. I do not like this at all. Not at all. Please do not do that. I will never go to a game in a stadium that high up in the sky. It
kind of looks like a urinal, quite frankly.
It does
one of those
a
bowl urinals.
A big toilet. Yes.
Yeah.
It does like a toilet. No.
Oh, man. I'm just curious, what's the top part up here? What do you think that is?
Air conditioning. Blowing air down into the stadium.
I was joking about that, and somebody's like, chalk this up there with the Qatar's AC units for the Summer World Cup when they announced it.
Yeah. Who knows?
Don't worry, we'll have clouds, robotic clouds that'll fly around the stadium, shooting down mist and AC onto the people.
Yeah, let's hope this isn't true.
Oh man, I couldn't fathom that idea.
I'm not going up an elevator for fucking 80 floors to get to this. Fuck that.
Let's see. It'll be suspended almost 1,200 feet off the ground.
Yep, too high for me. Not going.
It's like 100 and some odd floors, give or take.
Okay, 100. Yeah. No thanks. I'll pass.
Ugh.
Just to get kind of like sickness. Even though you're in that bowl up there, like that shit's just hanging in the air.
Yep.
This big fucking bowl full of thousands of fucking fat asses.
You're in the last row at the very tip of the bowl too.
No, God.
There's nothing below me right now.
Do not look over the edge. Yep.
Fuck that.
Daniel, we will get to the Juventus coach sacking.
The who sacking? Oh, UVA, yeah, we're
Yep.
definitely gonna get there here.
We will get to
a little bit. In the meantime, though,
by the way, for the 132 of you here now, make sure you like, subscribe, share it with your grandma. Thanks for joining us on a slow Monday night. We're here. Do not panic. Do not panic. Cap them now. Cap them now.
BMR sends us this one. There's a New York Yank abroad.
Alessandro John Artruda is a 2009 born Italian-American dual Nat that plays it right back for Bologna's U17 team. Okay. Can we wait just a little bit?
Nope, we got cap now. Cap now.
16. Listen, I'm glad people find these like mystery players buried amongst the U16 and U17 programs, but let's just wait to see what happens. It's good that we know he exists, but let's just wait.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that.
Call me when he's playing for the big baloney team. Baloney. All right. Here's another one. And we love us some U.S. men's national team report. However, Mateo Fisher, 07, officially signed for Serie D. Serie D.
I know that. I chuckled when I pulled this one up.
Serie D. What is he, 17, 18 years old? He's playing
18. Yeah.
18 years old, playing for Serie D side Latte Dolce, which sounds like a fancy cup of coffee. In September. Listen, dude, Serie D. Brett could have played in Serie C at least when he was in high school. At least.
I'm not sending there, Dick. Brett could have at least played there.
I'm just saying, you're a better fucking prospect than this dude was. I'm just telling you. I don't know about now. But I'm just saying, this is no accomplishment. Serie D is like fucking bar pub teams. Okay? He better be killing it.
He started 3 games in a row.
Oh my God. He started 3 games in a row for a Serie D team.
But has not featured in the last 2 matches.
Oh, he wasn't good enough after those 3 starts. There you go. I'm sorry. We can't.
90, not in squad.
Yeah.
Information not yet available.
He could have had a nutsack pull. We don't know. But the point being, as much as we love you, my friend, I wouldn't be posting this stuff up. Because this makes this guy look at the age of 18 to be a joke. A joke. He can't even get loaned to a Serie B team or a Serie C team. He's all the way down in the pub teams, the amateurs in Serie D. Yeah, we can't post this. This is embarrassing.
As of May, he was part of Sampdoria's U18 team.
Correct. And he's been loaned out.
He got officially signed.
Oh, and he signed for a Serie D team. Even worse. It's not a loan. Oh my God.
No longer part of that youth squad over Sampdoria, so he's part of the big boy squad now. Probably in the same league, quite frankly.
I mean, are you posting this to embarrass this guy? Because that's what it looks like. We love you, brother, but this is like spitting in his face or pissing up his asshole. Either one of the two. You're not doing him any favors.
Remember we did a Yanks Abroad like a year or so ago, and Landon Manuelo,
yeah.
Chelsea defender. I forgot. I think he's Chelsea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently he's playing with the U17 English squads now.
Okay. Good for him. I don't.
Fisher's going to be playing for Norway's big boy team soon.
The chance that guy is ever good enough to play for the English national team is still quite small. It's smaller than a chipmunk's penis. Okay.
What about Norway for Mateo though?
I think they're good. I think they're going to be fine without him. Norway will be fine. Norway has a really good team right now, by the way. So it ain't exactly easy to make that either. But, I mean, let's not embarrass people. This post embarrassing, this poor kid. It's not like he's 15 playing in Serie D. He's 18 years old or whatever he is. All right. Striker K-Roll Figueroa, 06, scored a hat trick for Liverpool's U21s as they beat rivals across the river, Everton 4-1. Yeah, we haven't heard. I've been tracking and watching. He's played he plays, certainly consistently plays, but as far as scoring consistently, not so much. So good to see. I still have minor hopes this kid works out. Do I have any hopes he'll ever play for Liverpool, the big boy team? Not really. Not really at all. Okay. He's not really been a star for the Liverpool U21s. He's not a standout star. There aren't players, there aren't teams salivating. And how old is he now? 19, 20?
19. Yeah, I mean, it's 2025, so it was in 06. So 18, 19 range?
Yeah, 19, 18, 19.
19? Yeah, he's going to be 19 because, it's going to be 26. Yeah.
You're at least getting loaned out if you're really that great to a championship team, at least if you're really a sparkling star. I'm just telling you how it works, guys. That's all I'm saying. You're 18, 19 years old, and you're still playing for Liverpool's U21s. I don't know. Start praying you're a late bloomer. That's all. Late bloomer. Or a mid bloomer. Mid bloomer? I don't know if there's such a thing, but a mid bloomer. But you are not a superstar. You're just not.
An average bloomer?
Average? You're average.
Blooming when most everybody blooms?
Average bloomer? He's average. That's for sure. He's not great. He's not a star. So just something to keep in mind. I hate being Mr. Negativo here, but honestly.
You're going to get called out again too, yeah.
Well, I'm sure. But so-and-so, yeah, well.
Not 22 yet, so we're good.
I'm just warning people not to get too invested in any players, especially when they're 19 and they're still playing youth ball, and they haven't been loaned out to a championship team or, for God forbid, a League One team and played a bunch of games already.
Yeah, I mean, in comparison, 16-year-old Matisse Albert playing for the second team for Dortmund right now.
Yes. Well, this is the second team for Liverpool. They don't have two
but it's
teams.
also 19. I'm saying he's also 19, though.
Yeah, exactly. He's not 15. He's not 16, right? He's 19. Yeah. Hairy balls, whole thing, grown man, erections, could make babies if he needed to.
Yeah. Can't drink in the States, though.
Could drink in Germany, though. No problem.
Could drink in Europe.
Most of Europe, yes.
I don't know. Is there a European country that has a over?
I believe
19?
there are a couple. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I've heard of a single one. I feel like drinking is pretty synonymous with drinking at the age of 16 and above is pretty synonymous for Europe at this point.
A lot of them are 18. Some are 18 now. Yeah.
Let's see here. Drinking ages in
Europe.
All right. Legal age of 18 includes countries like France, Spain, and Italy. That's kind of surprising.
Not anymore. It's not. MAD has got to them too. There's MAD groups in MADD, the group. They've infiltrated a lot of countries in Europe.
Oh, here you go. Here's it. 20. Finland, Norway, and Iceland. Oddly enough, the countries that are ice cold, and you're not letting them have something that's going to warm them up at night. Crazy talk.
Yeah.
16 includes countries like Austria, Germany, and Belgium, Luxembourg, Denmark. England's in there somewhere, right? England between 16 and 18, I think.
Yep.
Where's our resident English person? Alex, where you at?
Hey, listen, I'm not saying that drunk driving shouldn't have been curtailed. It needed to be. But the fact that we're down to 0.08 instead of 0.10, and MAD wants to bring it down to 0.06, I mean, what? What soon we got to take a sip, we got to leave.
UK is 18. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, at 0.06, I mean, you're barely finishing a beer depending on your size and your weight.
Absolutely.
I mean, God, you have to drink like 3 Coors Light at that point. But I mean, come on.
They have a lot of power here in the States, and there's some of their subgroups in Europe have really made a dent. All right, what else we got? According to the record,
set to make his first Benfica big boy match for the Leagues Cup.
I will see it. I will believe it when I see it. Okay, we've seen too many of these reports. Josh Winder is expected to make his 25-26 debut on Wednesday. Expected against Tondela, by the way, our good friend Pifak plays.
I loved it after when the Gladbach game was starting. Hey, what happened to that Gio's expected to play nonsense? And I go, a candidate is what he said. The actual term, because I had to look it up, and his terminology was he's a candidate to start.
He's I'm not sure that's a great exact translation, if it's closer to the reality of what it was. They even believe he'll start. They? Who's they? Benfica?
Maybe. Do you have to believe if you're Benfica? Do you have to believe that that he'll start, or are you just going to say, "Yeah, he'll start"?
And then, along with that, they reported that Jose Mourinho was impressed with Winder's U20 World Cup performance in a recent press conference. Jose said Winder has a lot of potential.
So where's Jose coaching right now? Is he over in
there?
No. Oh, he is there? Oh, he's there.
Yeah,
At Benfica?
he's there. He's at Benfica.
Oh.
So.
All right. I can't keep track of him. He's all over the place. I don't follow him that closely now.
I believe he is. I know he's back in Portugal. Anyhow, that's fine. And I hope it's all right. But like I said, I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe it when I see it.
There goes up. Larry's here. What the fuck?
Larry's already offended. 50 seconds into the show. His show. Watching us. All right. What else we got? West Ham made
Brendan Aaronson look like prime caca.
Thankfully.
Gotta pause that.
Thankfully. All right. I got blamed for this, right? Because whenever I criticize Brendan hardcore, he finally has a good game, right?
You have the tendency, especially with Brendan, to call him out. And you did it with Scally too, actually, once.
Yep.
Told him, well, Scally can't do anything in the attack, and then he goes up there and rips his gorgeous goal. And then, Brendan does stuff like this.
Oh, Brendan was great. I watched the game. He was fucking great. He was really good. I thought this is the first Dark Brendan game in a while. This was Dark Brendan. We need more of this from Dark Brendan. Still couldn't finish this, baby, because if he could have, it would have been woo-hoo-hoo. So Julian Vivas says
that's rough to say he couldn't finish it. He got it up and over the goalkeeper and just ripped the crossbar from
it got tipped.
Like 23 or whatever. Got tipped. Okay,
it got tipped.
Yeah.
If Brendan Aaronson keeps performing this way he did against West Ham, will he stay with Leeds? Yes, but the chances of him doing that, I'm still saying, are quite small. Not quite as small as a chipmunk's penis, but maybe the size of a bigger rodent. Pick one, right? And I don't think Brendan's ever been able to sustain Dark Brendan for any length. The longest it happened was at the end of the Union Berlin season. For 3 or 4 games in a row, he was Dark Brendan. And he'll need to do this again. Leeds fans want to believe, but they are also suspicious on whether this is the real Brendan Aaronson. Will the real Brendan Aaronson please stand up? That's what we're all waiting for. I think this is just one good game, and that's it, says Julian. I think you may be right. Anything that can help Dark Brendan, however, go on a run for a while. I'd like to see 3 or 4 more of these games. Or maybe Brendan is starting to seriously wonder if he's going to make this U.S. men's national team, and he's turned on the Dark Brendan switch. Will it stay? I don't know. I tend to doubt it. But
well, I mean, earlier when you were making the rodent comments and stuff like that, I was going to make a Princess Bride reference, but I knew you would not get the reference. So
probably not, even though I've seen that movie 5 times.
Yeah, okay, I was going to bring up the rodents of unusual sizes. When they're in the fire swamp and everything.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not chipmunk size. It's a larger rodent. So the chances of it happening are like, say, beaver size, or gopher size, not chipmunk. So, but still pretty small on the scheme of things. You'd still have to jerk it off with your fingers, like 2 fingers, because it'd be small, right?
Of course.
Whereas a chipmunk, you couldn't even grab that shit, right?
No.
Unless you got really tiny fingers. You'd have to break out tweezers.
And tweezers would be rough. That'd just be rough.
Yeah, it'd be rough.
Like, stop. God.
Chipmunk would not enjoy that at all.
Yeah.
All right, you're pinching my penis. Leeds United manager Daniel Farka says the club has to back this is not how you say it, though. U.S. men's national team midfielder Brendan Aaronson Moore, who works his socks off. I know that he's a player who polarizes at times, and he gets lots of stick when he has a poor day. He's a younger player who could have a bit more clarity.
Sorry, you're giving it an English accent. It's Farka, right?
And be a bit more clinical. Yeah, it is Farka. But we have to back him a little bit more. There we go. Sorry, I forgot he was German. Yeah. He works his socks off for Leeds United. Standing ovations when he came off against Bournemouth and Spurs. He played on a different time zone on Wednesday. Was on a normal commercial flight back from international break without sleeping a night, and Turf Moor just missed a sitter. It wasn't a bad performance, but he got so much stick.
Stick? You got so much stick?
Stick.
Now, do you think he screwed that up, or do you think the person who's quoting this screwed it up?
No, he said this because this is so all in English. Stick English. Yes, he's speaking English in these interviews.
But I thought it was in fact shtick.
I think it would be too. So I'm kind of surprised. He got so much stick. Does that mean like the stick that beats you, like carrot and stick? Right? Maybe that's what he's referring to. That the fans aren't giving him the carrot. They're giving him
a lot of stick mean, I guess. I mean, maybe it's just we're used to hearing with like kind of a not a slur, but
no,
just with the slur.
The fans could either give him a carrot for his performances or give him the stick, and they're giving him the stick, right? Carrot and stick.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Every time I've heard it, it's always been shtick.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, no stick. It's
fair enough. Yeah. Fair enough. You learn
something new
every day.
Is that it? Is that all he said? Oh, no. I'm pretty pleased he was recovered, recharged, and ready to go against West Ham. Okay, that's it. All right, yeah, that's not really how you defend your player, but that's okay. You say, yeah, he's usually kind of lame sometimes. But you know what? Still need to support him because he works his butt.
He runs around that pitch.
He works hard.
A lot of good effort.
Yep, he works hard.
And I'll say one thing: the people who are giving him stick, never criticize his work ethic.
And if you could,
not the question,
lube that stick up.
Just like you never question Yunus Musa's work ethic.
Yunus Musa's gotten 0 minutes in the last 3 games from Atalanta. Well, this loan is not going as scheduled. We'll get to that later. What else we got?
Quick jump through.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it. So
yeah.
Shredder, our friend Brian Shredder says, and just like that, Weston McKennie has to impress another manager. I think
another one.
Yeah, but they're going to already know who he is. This is going to be whoever the manager is. Does he play a kind of system that Weston can fit into, or he envisions Weston fitting into? I mean, Weston will play any position, so there's that.
I don't think the manager's coming in knowing that Weston's going to be a starter. I think he's going to come in and assume that there's going to be somebody better than Weston, most likely. And Weston's going to take 3 or 4 games before he works his way back into the starting lineup.
Maybe. Or the guy already has a system in his head and he sees how McKennie can fit into it and he's already got him in the lineup. It's possible that could happen. We don't know who the manager is. First, tell me who the manager is and what his system is. And then I can tell you whether McKennie's going to be riding pine for a while.
How many managers has Weston had at Juve at this point?
4? 5? 4 at least.
Once a season, it seems like.
Yep.
All right. Well, best of luck to Weston. I know he can do it. It's the same thing that players like Bradley had to do prior. You're there. New manager comes in. You got that American flag on your back, and all of a sudden it's like, I gotta prove myself more.
It's trim Weston, though. I think he's got a good shot.
True.
He played fine this weekend. He wasn't great. He didn't knock my balls off or anything, but he was fine.
There you go. There's the list of McKennie at Juve.
So 4. I was right. He said 4.
Well, and then now it's gonna be 5th. Now it's gonna be the 5th. But yeah.
Okay. Well, you asked me how many is he had.
Sure. I'm expanding. That's all.
All right. What else we got? Brian, if you're listening, hope you're well. More Brian. Of all the American players who moved clubs this summer, Damian Downs to Southampton transfer is easily the most disappointing. Yes, that's a fact.
Well, let's just find out.
It could
how
be.
Disappointing it is.
Okay, let's find out how disappointing it is.
We want to start with Downs. We can start with Downs.
So what are your
this
categories?
Is our tier list, guys. We got a great. Well, I guess we should specify this. We're going over the Americans who made a move to a new club or didn't make a move this season that should have or could have, and we're going to be judging their quality of move as it stands right now, not by the end of the season, but as of right now.
I'm gonna have to write down these categories. They're so goddamn small. Great,
good, meh, bleh.
What's the difference between meh and bleh?
B and M.
Okay.
And L.
Meh.
Yeah, bleh is on its way to barf.
Okay. Barf is definitely bad. Blah, definitely not good. Meh, it's kind of like, yeah, it's not great, but it's, not horrible, but it's kind of meh. It's like, who cares, really? No effect.
So starting with Damian
Who
Downs, Brian brought him up.
Well, that's definitely blah or barf.
It's got to be barf, I imagine. He hasn't really performed.
He could have stuck with Kern, who are playing in the Bundesliga, and be getting regular starts in the Bundesliga. Now he's playing in the championship where he looked completely out of sorts, got offended by tweets, knocked down off his Twitter, canceled his Twitter, seemed to be offended by the commentary. Like, dude, you're in English soccer. That shit's happening. When you go to a team and you play poorly, the fans are coming after your ass. You got to have known that before you moved there.
Especially in England.
And you can't let that get you to the point where your manager has to step up for you and other players have to step up for you to stop that from getting worse, and that you have to cancel your Twitter. I mean, better you cancel it, I guess, than continue to listen to it. But no, you have not looked good, Damian Downs. Excuse me. You've not looked good. You've looked out of place, confused, nervous.
And it's a different quality of league from the Bundesliga 2.
Well, quality in the sense that it's different. It's a different way of playing.
Yeah,
than he's used to in the Bundesliga.
Far more direct in that sense. But
right,
you also go from that though. It's obviously going to be a different culture. So you have growth. You have growth there and everything like that. It's can he rebound? Sure, it's possible.
He
I
can,
guess.
But when
it's early enough in the season that you can say he could rebound still.
Why not just stay in the culture you're already comfortable with and go up with Kern, even if you're a bench player that plays 10 minutes here and 15 minutes here? His dream was to go to the championship and start. Well, that ain't working. That ain't working.
It did initially, it seemed like, but then that quickly fizzled out.
I guess. I don't remember the initially part, but all right.
Didn't he start a couple games at the beginning?
He played. He didn't start.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And it was bad. Really bad.
Since you brought up Kern,
Mm-hmm.
talk about Christopher Lund.
It's been pretty good. I think he's been pretty good.
I think it's been a pretty good. It's been a great transfer for him. Are you kidding?
I mean, it
But
really has.
It's been a good season from so far. But
Yeah.
going from what was it? Palermo?
Yes.
Was Palermo?
Yes.
In Serie B to a recently promoted Bundesliga team, and
Where
he's
he
playing.
starts almost every game.
He's playing. Yeah.
Yep.
So
And playing well. Not looking like he's out of place at all.
that's so fascinating because I mean, there'd be spells we'd be seeing at Serie B where
He
he'd have
didn't
like
play.
good games, and then
Yeah.
he'd have games where he'd be play bad, and all of a sudden he's not playing. And then he makes a move, and he's like, this is my opportunity. I've got to shine. Maybe he's just busting his ass. I don't know.
Well, keep in mind that Kern are, for the most part, still just a 2 Bundesliga team in Bundesliga. Yep.
But I mean, if you're still playing well, even
I mean, they're both second-tier teams. I mean,
that's true.
Will Kern survive this season? We're gonna see. They could. They really could.
Where's Kern? Currently, they're in 8th place right now.
Yes, that is fine after what? 8 games, 9 games, 10 games? Yeah, a lot of games to go. So that could turn around quickly at any point. But so far, so good.
I'll say,
so far, so good.
Here's the thing to consider for this, though. It's very positive, of course. The previous year's table of Holstein Kiel and Bochum went down. They had 25 points respectively. So at 11 points, Kern is almost halfway to retaining promotion.
Should,
in theory, assuming the points remain similar to that.
Yep. By the way, Minnesota and Seattle are on now. They're in the 36th minute. It is 0-0 in the MLS playoffs.
Patrick Agyemang.
I think it's been good. I think it's
gotta be good to great because he made a move. I didn't think
it's not
great. Let's specify what entitles great.
Great is you're there and you are scoring goals and you're one of the best players on the team, and it's been a spectacular move, and it's going to change what the U.S. men's national team thinks about you.
It was a great move, but he's playing good.
He's playing good, and I don't necessarily think it changes the chain of command as far as center forwards go on the U.S. men's national team. He'll have to start scoring goals, lots more, for it to change. He's played well, though. He's been fine. He has not looked like a fish out of water. He fits in well with the way the championship demands players to play. He's big. He's physical. Is he still falling down a lot? Yeah, but he's getting back up, and he's.
I guess his problem right now is that obviously Poch knows he's doing well with Balogun right now. He's played Pepe before the injury occurred, and Haji's scoring goals in that league, and he's lighting it up, and his team's number 1 in the division or whatever the league right now. So I mean. Even though this is a great move for Patrick, and he's still performing, he's getting assists here and there.
He's starting.
He's playing, but he's looking 4th. He's on the outside looking at 4th place right now.
And they are
be a three-man striker pool going in possibly.
They are 17th. All right, so I know they're 24 teams, so they're not in the drop zone. Still. That's a little too close for comfort if you're Derby right now. So we'll see how that goes as the things develop. But it's better than Southampton, who are at 20th, okay? Or Norwich, who are at 23rd in the drop zone. Or Sheffield Wednesday and Horvath, who were in the 24th spot. We didn't even include Horvath in this. He should be.
Didn't transfer this season.
Yes, he did.
Oh, he did? Well, I don't have him up here. You brought up Norwich. Let's talk about Josh. He got an assist today. They still lost.
You mean this weekend, but yeah.
Was it this weekend? I thought it was today.
No. this weekend.
It did say 23rd. I thought that said 27th. Okay, scratch that.
No.
Yeah, whatever. Got an assist. Still lost though. I brought him into this because he had the opportunity to leave Norwich. He had the opportunity to go play in Bundesliga, but he chose to stay on. We've talked about it before in multiple shows. So I'm chalking this not a move as a move.
It's a barf move, Brett.
Absolutely a barf move.
You lost some of your best players, including the best other player, Sainz. Your team sucks. That team is wretchedly bad, and they're going to be bad all season. You can count on it. So, barf move. I mean,
and will they ever string together a couple of wins just to refrain from being relegated?
Nope, I don't think so. They're that bad defensively and in the midfield. So, barf move in the fact that it's bad for his career, but I totally get what he did for his family.
I understand personal reasons, but
yes.
No, we're talking about career moves here.
Right. And that was a horrible career move. Norwich could get fucking relegated, and then he'll be in MLS.
Well,
or
then they're going to have to. Well, they're going to have to sell him at that point,
or to another team in England.
Sure.
Right, another championship team.
Sure.
But like his stock is going to go down this season so hardcore because that.
Well, he's not going to net another 20 million move to Wolfsburg by any means.
And he's not scoring 20 goals this season either.
You have to start
that team sucks.
That's going to happen.
Yeah, that team sucks, dude. I can't even stand watching him anymore. All right.
So I just watched the highlights of the match, and I was just like, ugh.
Yep.
Yeah, too many people trying to take like 25-yard shots instead. Even in the highlight reel, I'm sitting there. I see Sargent making the run forward, and the guy all he had to do was slot the ball through two defenders to him, and he would have been one on keeper. And instead, they tried a 28-yard shot.
Yep.
Skyrocketed. I'm just like, dude, that's where you're failing.
Yep.
You're doing dumb things like that. All right, another non-move for this season. Gaga Slonina.
It's a non-move. I don't even know why he's on here, but yeah,
because he should have taken him. He should have. Well, I don't even know if he should have taken a move because I don't know if he had a move to take it or get opportunity.
It's just barf.
But he needed to get loaned out, and he did.
Barf.
It's absolutely a barf move.
Yep.
Because then he's not going to see any playing time with the A squad.
Yep.
And he can only get so much training before it's just like, okay, cool, that's awesome.
Yep, it's bad. Who else we got here?
Benjamin Kramashi.
So far, it's blah. It could end up being barf if he never plays, but right now it is blah.
He just made the move over.
So I don't want to give it a barf yet.
I haven't followed his move since, but
he hasn't played a minute.
Has not played a minute.
Not a single minute. So it could.
Was this a loan or was this transfer? This is a transfer, right?
It was a loan. It's a loan.
Oh, then who cares if it goes to barf?
Yep. Right now it's blah because he's probably learning some stuff, but yeah.
Tanner Tessman.
It's been really, really good to great. It's somewhere around there. I'm going to say great.
I'm happy to chalk him up as a great in the situation.
Yeah.
He made the move over to a team who there's a lot of turmoil. You know what was going to happen. Is he going to be playing in League 2 or whatever?
Because of all the point reductions and all that penalties. They survived that. They sold off a bunch of players. Everybody was saying, well, now they're really going to go down. But what are they? Third in the table?
They're up there, yeah. Pulling it up, take a look real quick. Fourth.
Okay, fourth. They're doing really good. And he's one of the major he's one of the major reasons they are doing good. So this has been great for Tanner Tessman, that move from Italy. Good for him. And enjoying watching the highlights in some cases and an occasional game when I can steal it. All right. What else? Sweet.
Mr. Campbell himself.
George Campbell, I'd say it's been pretty good. I mean, the team sucks. West Brom currently sit in 11th. They're not sucking in the sense that fucking Norwich suck or Southampton, but they started off strong and they're sucking lately, I should say. Let me be more clear about that. But he's been a starter, locked in starter for them. He isn't playing center back, though. He's playing as a back. That's fine. So it doesn't help him gain a spot in the center back spot for us in a back four. But that's what he's doing, and he's doing fine. So good for him.
This is a move out from the abroads, but I figured it suitable to bring up. But Paxton Aaronson.
Well, that was close to a barf.
Yeah, he's playing and he's getting paid. That's congrats, but he got like no goals.
Yep.
I don't know, did he even get an assist? I think he may have gotten an assist or a goal at the very last match or whatever. But they didn't
That
qualify
had
for.
failure written all over it when it happened. Like,
It's got to be pretty much barf at this point, right?
it's close to barf. It's barfy enough. Yep.
He made the move over, played like 9 or so games or whatever. They failed to make the playoffs. Chris Armas, who brought him over, has been shit canned.
Yep.
Mutually, of course.
Yeah, right. Sure.
So
Sure, it's mutual. All right.
Ricky Ledesma, who moved from Europe to go to Mexico.
It's meh.
Hmm.
He played more recently, so that's fine. He'll never be in a U.S. men's national team uniform again. So he's on the meh railroad train right now. The rest of his career will be meh. He will be meh. And if he has a good pro career in Mexico and MLS going forward, good for him. Good for him. I wish him the best.
Staying in, we bounced out of MLS for a second, but Matt Turner did his loan stint in New England.
Kind of blah. To ma. Nah.
I mean,
he's playing.
I know he's playing, and I know when he first came over, he had a couple of standout performances, from what I recall. But I mean, obviously, New England fizzled, and that's not necessarily an on him issue.
Yeah, it's meh because it's not really changed the game. He's still where he is, number 2.
Now he's at a situation where he's going to have multiple months of no playing time unless Forrest can find a January loan for him.
Yep.
Maybe he'll just go back and start training with Forrest.
Sometimes I don't know what games Larry watches. Tannerman has been worse than Musa. That's really interesting since Musa doesn't play. Curious.
I think he's referring to the U.S. men's national team games.
I don't care about that right now. I'm talking about club, and that's what we're talking about now, club transfers. So,
bringing up Musa, let's talk about Musa. Made that move to Atalanta.
So far, it's blah city. Close to barf. Close to barf. Not yet a barf because there's plenty of season to go, but it's looking pretty bad when you haven't played in the last 4 games in a row. Come on, man.
He had that assist, was it the game-winning assist in the Champions League or whatever it was? Or was it tying?
What is going on there? He can't even get minutes off the bench now. The fuck is going on at Atalanta? So,
well, I don't know. Well, that's sort of been the downward trajectory since leaving Spain, quite frankly, for Musa. Man, I always talk about this, but the Musa that we had when he first joined the U.S. national team,
yeah.
Oh, he was beaming with confidence. He was cutting people so smoothly in the center of the pitch and dribbling a couple before laying it off. Where's that? I want that Musa back.
Yeah, I don't know where that guy went. But he's always been shitty in the final third, let's be honest. Like, when he comes near a box, he trembles in fear. So, that's not good. I mean, he just makes poor decisions. Really
work on his defensive abilities and just sit him back. And then, receive the balls from the center backs, have him progress the ball forward, and then don't go anywhere near the box.
The thing is, he should have had at least 2 assists to 3 assists last year for Milan.
Milan, yeah.
And every time they blew it. So, all right. But pretty blah so far for Musa. All right.
Sticking in Italy, and this is one of those he didn't make the move, and it was really questionable going in from the preseason, But we've talked about Weston McKennie having a new coaching change here. I mean, was it the right decision to stay at Juve, or should he have really been pushing for a move in the summer?
Oh, we got McKennie on here?
Yeah, McKennie on here, yeah.
I think it's been pretty It's just been kind of mid-range. I wouldn't say it's been good. I'd say it's been meh. He hasn't really shined this year. He hasn't been bad. He is a role player,
part, right? He's become just serviceable for them. In the sense, like he fills in the holes when need be.
I mean, he played right wing back today, or yesterday. So it's like they just plug and play him, and he's serviceable at all these different myriad of positions. But he's not the kind of guy his former coach used to say, "Hey, we need goals out of you. You should be scoring 10 goals a season." Where'd that guy go? That's what I want to know. All right.
I wonder what's being asked of him, quite frankly. But then again, I mean, when it comes to the U.S. men's national team, when he's fit and ready to play, he's creating chances. He's lacing, completely point of change attack balls.
I'd put McKennie back up to good, just since it's not really hurting him. He's having an okay, good season. Yeah, I can't really put him in meh.
Well, let's talk about his former teammate, Timothy Weah. Made the move over to League. I
think it's been pretty good for him. He played well again this weekend. I mean, he is getting stuck in a wing back position, though. It's not what he wants, but that's what's happening. It's solidifying him as a wing back, not a winger, and that's okay. We don't play wingers under Pochettino. We play 2-10s. So he better. This is good for him because that's how we're going to play probably under Poch, a 3-4-2-1. So he's going to have to win a spot as a wing back.
I mean, he's a consistent starter, yes?
Yes, and he started recently, last game. And if now they pulled him in the 52nd minute, which I found a little peculiar because it seemed like he was playing pretty well. However, with Jedi looking like this knee injury could be chronic, we may end up having to play Dest out left and Weah out right in a World Cup. That's what it's looking like. Jedi's knee looks somewhat semi-chronic. That's not good. So that thing is not healing. Not healing. I'm worried.
So I've chalked Weah at the great spot because he went from a situation where he was getting bit minutes, in the same position he's playing now, to a top 3 team in league and playing consistently.
Yeah,
and that's all you can ask. That's all you can ask of him on a move like that.
Great. I think that he would have to have more of an impact on the team. That's just why I had him at good. I think it's good. I don't think he's yet played at a great level. Like, he is not one of the best players on the team.
I guess I'm also just taking into consideration the situation he was prior. The player was prior to the move into where he's at now.
It's an improvement.
This move was great. You're saying he's playing good. The move was great. So where does it fall, I guess?
I just think that if he were having a bigger impact on the team, I'd say great, like Tanner Tessman does for Lyon. Tanner Tessman is the backbone of Lyon. He's one of the best players on the team. So that's why that's great, right?
Yeah.
But so far, right now, Weah is still in sort of that kind of, I'm a starter, but I can get yanked at 50 minutes role, So, I'm waiting for something bigger there. If he scores a few goals going forward or more assists as we move forward, I'll move that up to great, no doubt.
Let's talk about a player who went from being a key player for a team to not so key player right now. But let's talk about Malik Tillman.
Yeah, so far, it's still a good move, but so far his contributions have been meh. So I'm kind of torn. If we had a middle between those two, that's where I'd put that. I'd flip a coin on it between good and meh. So far, I don't think he's really gone there and said, I'm the man. I'm one of the best players on this team. So let's just go with meh so far. It could easily, after he gets back from, and he's injured, if he could get back from injury, continue starting and contribute more, not disappear from the game for whole chunks of the game, he could move that up to good to great do great. It could move all the way to great. So, Justin Stern says Testament is Leon's boner. I'd say so, from what I've seen.
With Tillman though, I mean, it's just like you see moments, and you're like, that we need that right there.
Yep.
Keep it going. No, he's not doing it now.
Nope.
But it's
now
like if you continue the level of consistency of those moments, you would see a vastly increased in this tier system for him. It's like you'd go from mad to good, and back a couple more goals, and all of a sudden it's great. It's great.
Right. Let's give him more time. He's injured, so it's mad right now. Could easily be good in like a month, easily.
Speaking of injuries, who am I going to bring up next? It could be either of them. Let's talk about Cardoso.
Okay, Cardoso, I'm going to say meh. He's been too injured to actually play. This injury's been going on for a while now. It looked like he was going to drop straight into the starter role. Nope. And it's been meh. The move's been meh.
Tucker's got to play games. I mean, how are you supposed to judge? There should be an NA or
that's why it's meh. Like it's meh because we don't know. Yeah,
it could be a great move. It could be a bad move.
He was supposed to be available to play today, and then they pulled him last second and said, nope, he's not ready. So he didn't even make the 18. So we still don't know how that's going to work out.
And I guess a final person returning from injury, a candidate to play against Bayern Munich or start against Bayern Munich, but didn't, Giovanni Reyna.
More injuries, more question marks. It's meh. MEH. Well, I have no idea.
Well, I mean, he's the minutes he's had so far. Again, he's done what we'd expect. I mean, as far as just like moving the ball around the pitch, getting into spaces.
He's been fine when he played. Yeah,
I think he's had more progressive passes with Gladbach than he did with Dortmund all last season.
Yep.
But it's such a small sample size that you can't sit here. What are we supposed to do? And he comes in for what, like what was it, like 17 minutes or whatever in the end?
And this weekend it was 5 plus 7, 12 minutes total.
Yeah, they're down 3 goals, down a man because the guy who came in the guy who took over Scally's position gets a fucking red card 18 minutes into the game.
Yeah. So it's just impossible to say. I can't say it's been bad because it hasn't been bad when he's played. Like the game he actually started, he was fine. The other games, he's been coming back with an injury, so impossible to say. But it's meh. I'm sorry. So far, I got nothing to go on. So, middle of the road, kind of like have no idea, no opinion.
It was like he had one good performance, then like one okay, meh, and then injured, and then 12 minutes. I mean, what can you possibly say?
Yep, too many injuries to say yet. So we'll have to wait on that. I'm just going to put him in that meh area. All right, folks, that's what we had for you tonight. I'm going to watch the rest of this MLS game, then catch the NFL game to end the night. I hope you all have a fantastic night. We will be back on Monday Thursday, excuse me. I don't know. We'll catch some midweek games, I think, and maybe there's something to report that's new. Who knows? Until then, have a great night. Cheers.
That hurt.
Blowjobs are a no for me.
It is a skill. It is a practice skill. It is a necessary skill.
The secret to a great blowjob is saliva, saliva, saliva.
It's important for us to learn from this because I think we lose because we beat ourselves.
You need to swallow it too.
I don't understand the problem here.
The people don't understand esophagus is the main player of the game.
Try to stay away from it as much as I can.
You can start by licking the tip.
I didn't understand it, but
Patrick Agyemang to Bambi or a newborn giraffe or what.